forecast.
Now, we may be past the peak of the hurricane season, but we are far from finished. And climatologically speaking, still throughout the months of October and even into early November, you can see some systems when those ingredients all come together. We saw that happen recently here throughout the western and southwestern Atlantic. And look at this now, two tropical systems, Imelda soon to become a hurricane, still producing some choppy surf and gusty winds to the far northern Bahamas. And then you have Humberto, which at one point was a Category 5, still a very dangerous, large, powerful, major hurricane. This is going to be bending its way around Bermuda, but looking at potential impacts from Imelda, there's a hurricane watch in effect there. But both these systems pulling away from land. That's good news for the eastern part of the country. There's some wet weather. There's some choppy surf, though, for beachgoers over the next couple of days. But most of our wet weather is tied into an upper level low pressure system that's just been sitting and spinning throughout the southeast, drawing up a little bit of that moisture and then kind of backing its way in toward the higher terrain. And it's a kind of a soggy, raw, chilly type of afternoon. We'll see it again for our Tuesday. A lot of green showed up here on the radar. This happens with the radar beam at night often. It again picks up on some of the insects, some of the pollen at times, and also some of those dust particles. So you're seeing a lot of green right there. The only rain that we're following is the rain that's actually moving. You can kind of see it here sliding its way from Rocky Mount and Martinsville and Danville, now off to the east. This fills in a little more later on tonight and continues as we go through the mid to late morning hours tomorrow. I do think we'll start to see more of a tapering effect toward the afternoon as the winds begin to shift more northerly and that drier air begins to bleed its way from north to south. First north of 460 and then more toward our southern communities as we slide our way into the afternoon. Heaviest rain amounts then would be south and east of the Blue Ridge. Some spots could see a ½ an inch to locally 3/4 of an inch of rain. I do think that the model here is overdoing it just a little bit, but definitely a good thing. We could use that wet weather. Temperatures here for tonight dropping down into the low to the mid 60s. So it's a relatively mild start to the day, but temperatures go nowhere with all the clouds around, only right around that 70-degree mark here for most. And there can be some patchy fog developing later on tomorrow night as the skies begin to clear out. And they stay clear as we go through Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and even as we head our way toward the upcoming weekend. Now, high pressure building in, that means lower amounts of humidity, and that's also going to drive down those overnight low temperatures into the 40s. So a little bit on the cool side, but it's fall after all, so definitely feeling like it here Thursday into Friday. By the weekend, we start to bounce back to where we should be for this time of the year, and it looks to be mainly dry here. Sunday and Monday, temperatures back up near that 80-degree